Hi, Daryl Bars here on that channel, and today I have David Levy in, CEO of Chocolate Tales, and we're going to make truffles.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
yes. So we're gonna experiment today on making our own happiness.
Okay.
We're gonna make truffles. We actually just launched a kit on how to make your own truffles, make your own happiness.
Make your own happiness. Chocolate is happiness.
That's right.
Mhm.
So I've laid out here everything you're gonna need in order to make your own truffles. So
Okay.
you're gonna be the chocolatier today.
Chocolate.
I'll guide you through it, Daryl. No worries.
This is what I should have always been. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
So I guess we can start. We can start surgery by putting on
Okay.
these gloves here.
Okay.
Show
There we
on the
go.
road.
Glove. Hopefully, get these on. This might be like a Woody Allen comedy skit
It
right
might.
here. Oh, I got it. Got
Oh,
one.
I ripped
All right.
mine, but that's okay.
Okay, you're ahead of me
I'm
by
used to
one.
that.
Okay, keep going. I'm catching up to you. All right.
So basically, what we have is we have everything you need in order to make your own truffles at home.
Okay.
We sell for $45, including shipping, so pretty
Okay.
reasonable price. You'll probably get about 40, 50 truffles, really, if you go through the process.
Right.
You'll notice the box over there. Inside, we've got chocolate. We've got a chocolate ganache slab.
Now, what's this word ganache?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So ganache is actually a French word for chocolate and cream. The story goes 1921 in the kitchen of a chef called Auguste Escoffier. His assistant accidentally poured boiling cream onto his master's dark chocolate. The master went mad. The assistant, trying to save the day, mixed vigorously, and voila, we got some beautiful chocolate ganache. So essentially, that's the inside of your truffle. They cooled it down, scooped it out, dusted it with cocoa powder, and enjoy your chocolate truffles.
There it is. And this is even, because it's using mainly dark chocolate, it's essentially good for your health too at the same time.
Absolutely. So dark chocolate is definitely good for you. We've got a nice semi-sweet dark chocolate over here.
Okay.
We've actually pre-melted it, which again the kit includes all the instructions. But essentially, you're going to get one of those chocolate bags, our famous chocolate bags. You can actually have a look at it right there.
Should I pass that to you?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to pass it down, we can.
Take the bag?
We can show our
Okay.
viewers exactly what we're doing here. So this is a couverture. So this means to coat in French, which means it's a high-grade Belgian chocolate that is ready to make confections. And inside this, this burlap bag, we'll find a little bag inside. If we can ever get it open, here we go. And inside you'll find these chippets. Now they look like your typical chippets, but the ingredients are very different. So this is not your go-to store chocolate.
Right.
This is a very special chocolate brand that we represent. And then we took that, we placed it in a bowl, and all we did was microwaved it
Microwaved it,
for about
okay.
1.5 minutes.
Okay.
While once in a while mixing
Okay.
to make sure that it doesn't burn. Okay.
is.
So that's the basics. You'll notice over here we've got 2 plates. We've got a tray here with some parchment paper. We've got our toppings. So actually, we can work on this right now. If you want to grab your favorite toppings, we've got some maple over there. We've got some frozen dried raspberries.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We've got some coconut shavings.
Very good. Okay.
We've got some cocoa powder.
Okay. So actually, all
And-
these are healthy even.
Yes,
still
they
healthy.
are.
This is right, wow.
Absolutely.
I was just looking at how to reduce blood pressure, and chocolate, dark chocolate, actually came up as third. It was very interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah.
That's
So,
that's
yeah.
awesome. Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Google. So you notice we have these plates. So what I recommend is we can put our toppings down.
Okay.
As you do that,
So we put some toppings down first?
I would suggest putting down the toppings
Okay.
first. Yes.
So what am I doing? I'm
So
just like sprinkling,
You can
or
You can put like a quarter of your tray. You can just fill with some of those maple granules.
like down like this?
Exactly.
In the-
So you
okay.
just fill it up there. You want to put a fair bit. So go
Fair
right
bit?
ahead. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Don't be shy.
I'll
All
leave
right.
about a half for me. We'll do the same.
That good? Okay. all right.
That's 50-50. There you go.
All right,
That's a fair
okay.
deal. Okay, and then you can put the
Raspberry?
say it's almost like making a flag, right? So you're making a
Okay.
flag of all your
I
toppings,
see.
just like that.
I see. No, I've never done this before, so this is good.
And you know what? Most people haven't made their own chocolate before, so
No.
this is a great opportunity. And it's really simple. And as you mentioned, there's a lot of health benefits in
Yeah.
chocolate. So fun times.
Now this is the cocoa
That's
powder.
the cocoa powder. That's a premium cocoa powder. The cocoa powder is actually what comes off the line when you make chocolate. So it's kind of what lays behind. So it's not as premium as actual chocolate, but that's pretty much the best you're going to get. So
Now you're not using the raspberry. Is that because you don't like raspberry? Or what
you
is
know
it?
what? I'm going to use raspberry
You're gonna use
too.
raspberry.
Well,
Oh, different color
I'm
scheme.
just going against the grain. That's
Okay.
all.
All right.
Here we go.
And
Okay.
here is the coconut.
And that's the coconut. So we do use a semi-sweet coconut, just because it is a confection after all.
Right.
But absolutely delicious. So once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and open our slab. So this seems to be one of the more
And do I need to
complicated
put
parts.
this on, or am I okay without it?
What do you think? You think you're going to get all messed up with chocolate today?
I don't know. I can try not to, or should I do that?
You know what? I would recommend yes. You go ahead, and now that's one of the biggest challenges.
Right? This is
That
part of the kit.
that is part of the kit.
Okay.
That's one of the biggest challenges to get on. That's why I was hesitating,
Okay.
because you kind of need almost an instructor showing you how to get these aprons on. They open up there,
Opens up there.
and then you just put that
I see what's going
over
on.
your head. There you
Oh, I
go.
put this over my head.
That's it.
Oh, I see.
You got
It
this.
goes like that, and
You're
then this is
quick.
like the hospital thing where there's a tie in here. I see.
That's it.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, simple.
It's keeping with the blue of my shirt, so everything's good.
We're stylish today.
Stylish.
Excellent.
Things are good. Spring equinox. There's buds happening.
Life is
All
good.
Life is good.
We're ready to make our own happiness right
Here we
here.
go. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Just ignore me tying this up.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So I'm gonna get started. So if you notice this, this Ziploc, if you want to call it, is sealed. So you have to open up the seal with scissors, and then you're just gonna cut down the lines as well. You just want to get an easy open. You don't want to start struggling. Ganache is very soft. So besides for being delicious, it's very soft, and it actually does melt really quickly. So what part of the challenge that we're gonna have to master today is at the same time, have fun, but at the same time, not take too much time rolling the truffles so that we don't get a melt.
I see.
So here, I'm going to open this up. Here we go. And inside, you'll find this lovely ganache slab. So a slab of chocolate.
Slab of chocolate. Okay.
It's about a pound of chocolate. So we're going to take this guy.
This is all in this kit.
It's
Everything.
all in the
Okay.
kit.
All right.
Everything's there for
Everything's
you.
there. Okay.
Everything's there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a knife. It doesn't have to be a knife like this. It could be a smaller knife, but you want to cut squares. So you're probably going to say, but wait a second, aren't truffles round? And I'll say, absolutely.
Okay.
But squares seems to be the easiest way to cut.
Okay.
Once you're finished cutting, you'll get these strips right here. Here, I'll give you one as well.
See? All right.
And then you can either cut them, or you can actually break them off and just roll them as you go.
Okay.
So that's my
Okay, I'm
preferred
gonna watch
method.
you go first.
So
I don't
here's
screw up.
how it goes. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're gonna take your truffle.
Got my truffle.
Okay. So you're gonna break off a little piece just like that.
Okay. Mhm.
You're gonna place it in the center of your hand.
Right.
Okay. And then you're gonna try getting this into a triangular shape. So triangle. It's a little bit tricky the first time.
Oh, I
It's
see.
almost like a Hershey kiss,
Oh, like
if you know what I
okay,
mean.
yeah.
Because once you do that, it'll be a lot easier to roll the truffle.
Okay.
Let's have a look there. Oh, yeah, you're a
That's right.
pro.
I'm
Okay.
pyramid. Mid pyramid. Okay.
So you put your hands
Say a
together.
pyramid, and I'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
My
So you
hands-
put your hands, you separate your fingers.
Look at this.
Now you want to make sure you don't press. You just want to kind of gently
Gentle.
roll.
Oh, now you're in a ball.
Yeah, so now we're
Oh,
going to,
okay.
I should have said that.
Sorry.
So we're going to roll it around. We're going to roll it around. And then
Okay.
again, you don't want it to melt. So once it
Okay.
gets shiny,
Shiny. Oh, I don't have
just a
shiny
little
yet.
bit more.
So
You can
shiny's
go ahead
the trick.
and put it
Okay.
right
as soon as
on
it's
the tray,
shiny. Now,
just
how did
like
it get
that.
shiny? What was that? Heat?
So
Is that
that's
the
my body
friction?
heat. Just like
Now, okay, why is mine not
that's a
shiny?
good. I actually know the answer to that.
Oh.
So your hands are
colder.
than mine.
Okay.
Therefore, you're not getting that shine.
Okay.
In your case, I'm going to say the moment you see that, you see how the chocolate's starting to disconnect from
Right.
the ball,
Put it
going
down.
onto your glove. I think it's time to put it on
Put
the
it
tray.
down. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's step one. Okay, now is step two. So you can make all of them at once, or you can do it, intermittently. It's really up to you.
Okay, we're gonna-
I like making two, maybe three, and then get going. I can't wait. I always like jumping
Yeah.
in there straight away.
Gotta do
So
your
I'm just
shopping.
gonna
Yeah, you're
go
just-
ahead and roll
oh
those.
my God, I can't keep up. Okay.
So once
I
you
got my
do that,
triangle,
once
my
you buy the kit,
pyramid.
by the last
Boom.
truffle,
You'll be amazing at
you'll
it.
be really, really quick.
If my
too.
hands were only warmer,
Well,
I'd have
that's actually a good
shiny
thing.
balls.
Okay,
I don't have
beautiful.
shiny balls today.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic. You're doing
Okay.
really well.
I'm working on
I'm
it.
proud.
Okay,
It's
that's
a
good.
moment here
You
for
were
me.
double my speed. Oh
All
boy.
right, it's all good.
I'm in remedial class.
Well, I invented the
Okay.
kit, so I have a little bit of a head start.
Okay.
Right, here we
All
go.
right. Okay.
Okay, how does that look like?
Catching up. Should I just
Okay.
do this big one and one big one?
Yeah, why not? Make
Yeah,
make
okay.
make a splash.
Make a splash.
Here we go.
Oh.
All right. I'm excited. I'm excited to show you. Now,
Okay.
I'm assuming that when you were a kid, you like to splash in the mud and stuff like
Love
that?
splashing in the mud.
Perfect. So today is going to be
A
a
mud
bit
splash.
of a memory lane, walk down,
Okay.
see your childhood repeat itself once again.
There we go.
We're going to take a nice big handful of chocolate,
Okay.
and we're going to spread it on our hand, just like that.
Handful of chocolate, spreading it.
All right, just like when we were kids, right?
Okay. All right.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
More or less?
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now we're going to take our truffle,
Okay.
and we're going to coat it gently in the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. And then when you roll it down, what you want to do, you want to take a little bit of chocolate off the edge and just roll it down. Notice how my hands are making a little bit of a swirly effect. That's really, really helpful later for the overall look and feel of it. You can grab some more chocolate,
Okay.
get to your next one.
Wow.
And we're going to do
I
all
never
four.
imagined this was going to be happening like this. Okay.
Look at that, eh? It's the simple stuff that really, really gets you going. I was talking to you earlier about ganache.
Mm-hmm.
Still today,
Oh, yeah, right.
Still today, French people jokingly say that ganache is another word for imbecile to reflect that assistant.
I just have so much chocolate on here that I don't even need to. My God.
Isn't that great? Well, your hands are definitely colder than mine. You see how yours is hardening up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, I guess because you were moving around a lot and getting it all ready.
Yes, that might be the case.
And
yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah, although some people have, naturally warmer body temperature, colder temperature. Fluctuates a couple of degrees here and there.
Okay, so I did the wrong thing on that one. I squished it a bit, but
Squished
it's
it a little
still
bit.
okay. It's still okay.
Still looks stylish.
Now we got all this.
So now you're probably feeling the burden of your dirty chocolate hands. We're going to keep going a little bit more.
All right.
Okay, so this time we're going to grab even more. We really want to get lots of
Okay.
chocolate on our hands here.
Okay.
We want to see that the whole hand is covered in chocolate. There's no way to see your hand through this chocolate. So it's a nice thick coat. A little bit more, just a little bit more. Even myself, I need to add a little bit more there. Okay.
All right.
Now we're going to take our truffle
Uh-huh.
and we're going to roll it, and then we're going to place it in one of our decorations. Any one of those is good.
Yep.
And we're going to do that with all four. Each one, say, gets one decoration. Just like that. You just kind of go at it.
Let's see.
And here we go.
All right.
And I'll show you my little trick in a second. And then when you're done, you can actually take off your gloves, which is kind of lovely. And that's that lovely feeling of being clean again.
And then what do you do? Of course, if you're at home, you can lick your hands.
You can lick your hands, exactly.
Right.
Back to
Here you
childhood
can't-
once again.
Here you can't do that.
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No, we have to be mature
We
about
have
this.
to. We
right?
have to be respectful.
Yes,
We have to be food
right.
conscious.
that's right. But
Okay.
licking your hand would be good at this point. Okay.
At this point, licking your hands is definitely favorable,
Okay, so we're-
especially still when you have your gloves still on.
Yeah.
That's when you can just throw them out.
Throw
right?
them out.
So
Should I take a lick first? No.
yeah, if you want
Again?
to. I mean, I'm not. There you go.
Try it. I
There
just
you
want
go.
to try it. Okay.
You got to do what you got to
now
do. I
take
understand.
my gloves off. It's going to be really tricky. There's so much
you're
chocolate.
doing it exactly the right. This is
Okay.
this is how nurses take off their gloves,
Okay.
right? So keep all the contaminants inside.
All right.
In your case,
Yeah.
contaminants, because you did lick the gloves.
We got some chocolate
Okay.
oozing out. Okay. There's
Now
one.
we got to be mindful. Okay, our truffles might be setting over
Uh-oh.
here, so we got to be mindful. I notice yours are setting
just put
much
this
faster
here?
than mine.
Or over there. Doesn't matter.
You know what? Let me take those for you. I'll put
Okay,
them over
that's
here,
one.
just because I want everyone to see
Yeah, mine are
exactly what we're
setting
doing.
faster because I had those cold hands.
Exactly. Yep.
How did I get those cold
That's
hands?
it.
I
Yep.
don't know.
So then now you can
All right.
start cradling back and forth and covering your lovely truffles. You can also use your hands to complete the drill. And if you want to get, the truffles perfect without any, say, other decorations on them, you can also use separate plates. You can use
Right.
separate bowls. You can really go any way. And then when you're done, you just put your truffles on the tray. You roll them around. It's quite lovely. It's quite fun. I find that chocolate making is very therapeutic. So there's a lot of value in it. Also from a crafting perspective, it's making something that truly is good, pure goodness. There's nothing wrong with chocolate, is there?
Now I see mine did set fairly
Yours
quickly.
did sit quickly. Okay. So if that does happen, what you probably have to do,
You just got to make more.
You just got to dip it again. Dip it in chocolate.
Okay, that will work.
And then you're going to
One.
just put it right on the tray there. And we just
Well, the
gonna
cocoa
cover it.
powder one is the easiest because that just adhered right
It
away.
adhered very quickly.
The
yes.
raspberries are the trickiest because they
The
don't want to stay unless it's.
So
Right.
you're raising a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all covered in chocolate. You're raising a really good point. You can actually, what you can do is you can further crush the raspberries
Uh-huh.
into a finer powder,
Right.
and then you'll get a better coverage. That's a really
Okay.
good point. Thanks for that.
All right.
That's really cool.
Drop
Now,
them in
these are delicious. You can't really get these maple granules in stores. You can't get the frozen dried raspberries in stores typically. They are pretty unique stuff. Most of the stuff that we sell and use in our workshops,
Try all
in our
this.
products, are things that you probably just can't get their hands on. So
Because they're higher quality.
they're higher quality and they're unique. They're built for the industry. So we're kind of bringing the industry out to the
person.
public,
Nice.
so to say. That's what we do with our workshops as well. People come to our workshops. They learn how to make chocolate. They get to use stuff that typically is not used in the public. So that's exactly what it is.
Nice.
So what do you think? Do you think you do that again?
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
for your
Are we
dinner
allowed
guests,
to eat
or-
one of these after, or them? Okay, so
Well, that's the best part. That's the best part. So you can definitely eat your truffles. I always say you should know what you're working for.
Yeah.
So feel free, eat your truffles. I'd love to hear your feedback.
Okay, so we'll try
If it's okay with you, I'm gonna
Suggest?
recommend
An order.
the maple.
the maple. This one.
The maple is definitely the first one you
Okay.
want to start with.
We can just score a little
Get
bit
some
more
more.
maple
You can also
in there.
grab my truffle. I also made that for you. So
Good. Okay, here we go.
there you go. So we're gonna give you a second there to savor the moment. Let the flavors enter your bloodstream. Pretty rich.
Very nice.
Yes. Some people call it ridiculously delicious.
I love truffles.
Yep, there you go. Making your own truffles, a really great choice. You can do a dinner party and have friends come together. You can make it with them. You
Right.
can make it for them. We find that even kids enjoy this kind of activity. If you want to do something with your child, that's a great option.
There it is.
But most of our clients tend to take these for like an adult party. They'll have some wine, they'll have some cheese,
And
they'll
then
make some
making
chocolate.
these- okay. But this could also be for a 12-year-old's party.
It could,
Right.
yes, absolutely.
Truffle making.
Absolutely, and we actually we do those. We'll
do those.
send chocolatiers
Nice.
out to parties, out to kids' parties, adult parties, team building events, all that kind of stuff. So this is really our self-serve option, if you may.
Right.
We're letting you, the public purchase and make it yourself whenever it's convenient for you, and we try to keep the price as low as possible. So $45, if you think about it, for 40 plus truffles,
Right.
You're really just about under $1 a truffle, and you've made it yourself.
Had fun.
You've had fun,
High quality.
high quality, best ingredients.
Nice.
So it really is great value, and that includes the shipping. So you don't even need to leave your home. So you just
Very nice.
lock and load.
Perfect. And of course, you can, not what we did, throw away the gloves. You can, of course, when you're at home, just make sure you lick all the goodness off.
You
that
can lick
stuff
all
if
the
you want,
goodness.
If you
don't
need that.
exactly.
If you need that.
There's still, you can see, there's still
Lot
chocolate
of
left in the
chocolate
bowl.
in
There's still
there.
lots of chocolate left in the kit to
Right.
make more truffles. Lots more truffles to make.
Very good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
it.
You're a natural. Yes.
Chocolate and me go way back. I'm a little bit of a chocolate addict, I have to admit.
That's
So
fantastic.
good. So I think, we're done.
I think so. Yes.
We're done.
Yeah.
We show people how to do it.
I think we did. I think we
Everything
did a good
about
job. You know what? Actually, if you really want to go all the way, feel free
There it
to
is.
show our
Make
little
your
kit
truffles.
here.
You saw it
Make-
before.
make
and
your
there
own
it is again.
happiness.
Make your own happiness. It says make your truffles, but make your own happiness would be it. Very good.
That is right.
Nice. Peanut and tree nut free, which is also important.
So we are actually a premium chocolatier in the GTA that focuses on the peanut tree nut free niche. We have a lot of work in that area.
So this can be done in schools then.
It can be done in schools as well. We go out to camps, we go out to schools.
Nice.
Now, I didn't mention it, but you can actually also pack these to go. So you see you have your cello bags.
Right.
And you can actually, if you want to gift them or if you want to keep them for later, we include in the pack some cello bags, some twist ties that you can just put your truffles in,
Very
use the
nice.
twist ties, and then they last for even longer.
Right. And it looks
Yes.
just like you bought them in the store.
It does,
Amazing.
exactly. Yes.
Thought of everything. That's
Yeah,
good.
you can even go to the market and sell them. Hey, you
There
can
you
start your
go.
own little business.
There you go.
All started with a truffle kit.
$2 a truffle. There it is.
And really, one question that we get asked a lot is, first of all, is it gluten free? So yes, it is gluten free.
All right.
The other question we get asked a lot is, how long will it last? So if you cover these properly in chocolate, they can last up to 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So you need to make sure you put them in the cello and then store them in the fridge. They
okay.
will last for up to 3 weeks. If you're just doing simple cocoa dusting without even chocolate, when it became shiny, you can actually roll it in that stuff. You're probably looking at 2 to 3 days. It starts getting hard on the outside, but definitely store it in the fridge in the cello bag as well.
Nice.
Okay?
All right.
Great.
Well, thanks, David, for
My pleasure.
showing
We
us
can
how
high
to do
five.
it.
I think we did a
High-five,
good
right.
job here today.
Yeah, that's great.
Excellent.
We got 3 more. I got 3 more to eat. You have 4. So once the camera's off, we'll do that.
I'm going to enjoy
Yeah.
them for sure. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Well, thanks. This is great. And
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
people
Thanks.
know where to get it. And to get in touch with you, David Levy at Chocolate Tales.
Chocolatetails.ca. It's that simple. Chocolatetails.ca.
Yeah.
Make your own happiness.
There it is.
Either let us make it for you or come on down. We'll teach you how to make it yourself. Buy a self-serve kit.
Or watch this video.
Or watch this video.
There it
Exactly.
is.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Thanks.
See y'all.
See you.